So first thing is going to be all of your coder intake, right, all the way back to your turbo. All right, go ahead and get your charge pipes out as well. Be a good time to go ahead and do your battery, undo it, but I'll show you why that looks so different than most of you have. You have a battery in there with a battery box, but get your coder intake out, get your charge pipes out, right? Then you're going to go ahead, drain your coolant. There's a petcock down here. Right. There it is, right there. You can see you can hook a hose to that little nipple, open that up, drain your coolant. All right, and then you start getting into good stuff. Intake manifold, get it out of your way. There's gonna be, this plug is gonna be attached to it. You just gotta break it free, slide it off of that, let it hang. Same thing with this one here. You're gonna have that line right there that you're gonna have to depress. You can do this after you take these 5 bolts out. There's 5 bolts, you start to pull it this way, it gives you more room to grab that. All right, you're gonna have a couple of wires here that are gonna be on the outside. I think one's for the, maybe the map sensor or something, whatever. But anyways, these two will be laying over the intake. You'll undo them, get them out of the way, pull your 5 bolts out. Like I said, these two will be clipped into the bottom of the intake, just sitting there holding it as a holder. You're gonna have this coolant line right here. Will be this nut here. Take this nut off. All right. As soon as you do, this will move a little bit, and then when you take the intake off, put the nut right back. Always take all of your hardware and put it right back where you got it. Then you can disconnect this guy here. That goes onto that line right there. And then also you got, here you go for your thermostat housing, radiator hose going to that one as well. Boom, right, just got tucked out of the way. All right, I took my degas bottle off. So this piece is just kind of hanging here. If you have a catch can, you're gonna have, this is a UPR catch can. You have this guy that goes to the intake, and then you have this hose down there, that one right there. It's going right here. So just get rid of that, unplug it. Fuel line, boom. See the tape? There's your fuel line, easy peasy. Got a couple of these. This is for the, I think, purge valve. I think this is for the purge valve itself. You got a ground strap right here. And again, look, there's that nut. I put it right back on. All right, you got a ground strap down here as well. Let's see here if I get a better look. I'll have to get underneath there and show you, but there's gonna be a ground strap right down here. And then you also have your starter, right? Cylinder, the trigger and your power. Take your starter off, these 2 bolts here. It's got some of these guys blocking you at first. So pop these little plastic holders off, and then you can take that off real easy. Real easy. Let's see, obviously your alternator power and your plug, right? They're just laying down here. All right. Let's see here. There's my UPR. So I got this removed. It's still sitting right there. This is removed. AC, go ahead, just 3 bolts. Just remove it, set it right here. It's not gonna lose any gas, any Freon. It's fine. Go in here, engine connector. This guy here is gonna plug into that one and that one. See that right there? See that? Take it, put it out of the way. Obviously, coolant hose. All right. And then you've got one right here as well, right there. That goes to the degas bottle. This guy here, this is going to your, I believe it's your coder intake or maybe a charge pipe. I'm not sure. So, yeah, coder intake right here. All right, so when you take these charge pipes out, obviously this recirculating hose, whatever, goes to the blow-off valve. Undo that. Again, undo that vacuum line. right, moving along, and then you've got the downpipe. There's your downpipe. Take out the 2 bolts, get this thing loose. I went ahead and down low, it's got a bracket that holds it in place, and I removed that as well so that this thing can actually now move a little bit. Let's see here, what else is important. These guys here, when you go to do this, okay, that's why this battery box is at. It's like an 8mm, pull out the battery, hold down, pull the battery out, and then you have like 8 to 10 little 10mm, okay? It's gonna be like right here, 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 you know, up here. And then you're gonna have, if you have this strut tower brace, I think it's 2 13s right here. You pull that out, this piece will come out, and then you can get right to this. And all this is, this connector, is you squeeze. You squeeze not in this hole here, but you squeeze in front of it. Let me get a better picture for you. All right, so in front of it, you push in. See how that pushes in? Let's see if it'll focus. See how that pushes in? You gotta do it both. Press this line in as you're doing that. Put your hand around it like that on the inside, and then grab it as you push in with the other hand. I know that's kind of a shitty view, but anyways, let me think, what else is there? Bell housing bolts, obviously. You've got, let's see, we'll count them over here. If you're new to Ecoboost or the 5-liter, the MT82, the actual, this is the bottom. So these 2 are facing normal. These 3 are facing towards the actual, it's pointing towards the rear end, okay? These are all normal, pointing towards the front of the car, right? But you have these 2 here, the top ones. They're, trust me, they're back there, all right? These are very easy to get to, very easy, very easy, very easy. This one, you can see it has a nut. It's got a plate holding the coolant line, I believe. And so you'll take the nut off. I didn't have, if I would have had this done first and remove this is what I would suggest you to get to that. It makes it so easy. I had to fight it from this side. So I used a wrench, but you can see right, let's see here. Right there is the threads of that bolt. So it's gonna be this guy right here. All right, it's just kind of difficult to see. Like I said, I would suggest taking this plate out. Makes it a lot easier. Other than that, that's about it. Anybody got any questions, you can ask me in the comments and I'll be glad to answer what I find. But getting ready to pull this, I did take off windshield wiper hose. Just go through, click them, undo them with like a Christmas tree puller or a trim tool removal tool, whatever. And then when it gets to here, it has these little clips. So set clip, as soon as you start to separate that clip, see I'm separating so it'll focus. As soon as you do that, it'll pull right out. Same for this one right here. Focus it. Yep, right there. As soon as you do that, it'll come off the nozzle. That way I'm gonna pull the hood. I can lift it up way easier that way. And then I think what I'm getting ready to find out is I'm gonna have to remove this motor mount. I've got the motor mount nuts loose. We can get in there and zoom. Right, there you go. Right, there you go. Same on this side. I think though, I'm not gonna have enough room for the pilot shaft to come out, you know, of the clutch and everything. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have to jack it up, put a jack under the transmission, and once I get it kind of pitched up, get the pressure off the engine and everything, and then unbolt. There's 4 bolts holding that motor mount on. Zoom in here. There's one of them right there. So that will then allow the motor to kind of move, get more movement. But I'll update you and maybe edit the video if I find a different way to do it. So yeah, just any questions you have, let me know, and I'm sure I'll be able to answer it. Be careful on the back of the motor. It's not a big deal, but you see that little black clip right there? That's a vent for the transmission, I believe. I haven't got that far. Once I pull the motor, I'll see, but it's this little guy here, and just kind of fanging around there trying to get that bell housing bolt off. Like I said, I didn't take that plate out first, but I just kind of broke the line on each side. No big deal. You just get some hose and make your new one. So, all right, I'll keep you updated. Thanks.